I'm gonna just do a bunch of lunges while this new AI tracking gimbal that I got hopefully tracks me while I do this. And hopefully my wireless mic is picking this up. I would be so sad if it doesn't. But anyways, on to lunges. So, okay, it looks like my camera is tracking me. Famous last freaking words. Right when I was talking about hoping my wireless mic was not going to cut out, it totally cut out, and I did 30 minutes of talking and none of it was picked up. So I apologize, guys. I'm going to have to do a voiceover, picture-in-picture type thing, and I'm going to talk about the 4 things that I wanted to talk about during the video, what I am talking about in the video. You can see me talking. I ended up doing like almost 30 minutes of lunges. Like, I don't even know, hundreds, thousands of lunges, and it burned me out whilst talking about these 4 things. So let me pull up my notes real quick. There are 4 different things that I wanted to talk about during this video while I was just doing a lunge leg day. Number 1, why am I doing thousands of lunges? Why am I doing that as my leg day? Number 2, I wanted to talk about receiving compliments and how awkward that is, at least for me, and maybe some of you guys can relate to that. Number 3, I wanted to talk about just like a general update on my health, my wellness, my journey, where am I at? And number 4, I wanted to talk about kind of a new hobby that I've been picking up that if you want to check out, you can check out on my IG, because I don't really want to post it on YouTube yet, because it has really nothing to do with health and wellness. It is transforming, and I am trying to transform, but not really health and wellness related. But I just kind of wanted to tell you guys, because I know a lot of you guys, we built this community here. We built this family. There's a few of you that really are like invested in my journey in everything, not just my health, not just my weight, not just my fitness and all that stuff. So wanted to share that. Okay. So anyways, why am I doing a bunch of lunges? So why am I doing a bunch of lunges? I guess it's for a few reasons. Number 1, maybe you guys know who Jeff Nippard is. He's like the science-based YouTuber. He's not always right. He's not always gospel truth, but I do like where he comes from, you know, where it's just like kind of research-based fitness and all that stuff. And he was talking about how for him, the number 1 exercise, if he had to pick one exercise for developing nice glutes, is lunges. And I realized that my glutes are extremely underdeveloped. I had no idea, because for the longest time I thought I had a bubble butt. Like, I just had a big old butt. Like, I would walk around and it just was bloof. But I think honestly it wasn't really as much having a bubble butt because I had big butt muscles like glutes, gluteus maximus, and all those other things that are down there. But it was actually because I had a really bad, whatever you call it, posterior tilt of my hips. Like, my lower back was super curved because my core and my abs were really weak. I had bad posture, and I just basically was like, ass was pointed to the sky, not because I had big, strong glutes, but because I had really bad posture and imbalance in my body. So as I'm getting older, as I'm trying to work on more functional strength, as I'm getting less into like bodybuilding and, you know, trying to sculpt my body into what I think looks good, I'm getting more into like the health of my body, the function of my body, how I move in space and how that feels. And I really want to focus on fixing my hip issues. Like, I whenever I try to go for a really deep squat, I feel a little bit of an impingement in the front of my hips. And turns out it has nothing to do with stretching those muscles out. It's the imbalance, what's not firing, which apparently is my glutes. My glutes just don't activate. And I can tell because whenever I do like a traditional leg day where I'm doing like a bunch of squats, a bunch of deadlifts, a bunch of other things like that, the next day or the next 2 days or so, my quads are super sore, and my calves are sore, and maybe my hamstrings are sore, but my glutes don't get hit. Like, they don't get that sore, and that shouldn't be the case, right? Like, everything should be kind of equally getting worked out, and they just don't fire. They don't activate the way that they're supposed to. So I'm really focusing on lunges because I think that'll stretch out the muscles in the front of my hips, as well as help me develop the glutes. And spoiler alert, I'm filming this video the day after when I realized that my audio was messed up. I mean, you can tell I got a haircut compared to the lunge video. My glutes are sore as hell, so these lunges are totally doing the job. So, long story short, number one reason why I'm doing lunges is because Jeff Nippert said so. And number two, I'm doing it because I really want to develop my glutes and really get them activated again whenever I do leg exercises. Like, really get that mind-muscle connection. Okay, number two, I want to talk about how awkward it is for me, at least, and I really want to know if it's the same for you guys, on receiving compliments. You know, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but whenever anyone ever compliments me, it's a kind of weird thing. Like, what do you say when someone says something nice about you? You know, like, and I think the reason why I'm bringing this up now is because I lost over 100 pounds, 110 pounds. There's a lot of people that, you know, they're gonna mention the fact that I lost weight, or that I look better, or that I look healthier, or that I look happier, or whatever it is. And yeah, I don't really know how to handle it. I just like, oh, thank you, appreciate it. You know, like, that's what I kind of want to sound like, but I don't know what I actually sound like. And a lot of times I kind of want to like hit people back with something like, oh, I love your hair, or what about you? You look like you also are getting healthier or something. I don't know. It feels disingenuous, and it just makes me feel awkward. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I got a bit of a funny story. In direct contrast to one of my other videos. If you guys want to check out a video, I'll post it here. I'll put it in the link, but I was kind of like getting a little bit sexually harassed and catcalled at the hospital. This was like a month ago. This is in direct contrast to that. It was much more wholesome and much more, I don't know, in a nicer spirit, but at the same time, it was still a bit difficult to handle. So I was at Costco about a week or two ago, I can't remember, and I was, you know, at the food court getting food. I had just worked out and just played pickleball with some friends, so I was in like basically leggings and a tight tank top. And after I got my food, I was ready to binge because I worked out that morning, I swam, I played pickleball, and now I was ready. So I got a slice of pizza, I got a hot dog, I got a soda, I got a chicken bake. I just got a bunch of stuff, right? And I'm eating, and these two ladies sitting across from me at the Costco food court, they were kind of like trying to get my attention. I had my earbuds in, so I took them out, and I was like, yeah, what's up? You know, and they were like, oh, we just wanted to ask you, are you like a personal trainer or something like that? And I was like, oh, no, I just, no, you know. And oh, hold on, make sure this is still recording. Okay, I think okay, yeah. So they asked me like, are you a personal trainer? And I was like, oh, no, why do you ask? You know, and they're like, oh, well, we were just kind of wondering because, you know, you were standing in front of us in the food court line, and, you know, not to be creepy or weird or anything, but we were kind of just staring at you, and we were thinking like, wow, this guy is built well. And I was like, I don't know what to say to that. You know, it's very endearing, it's very complimentary, and I didn't take it like catcalling or flirting or anything like that. They were just very nice about it. But they were like we were like looking at your legs, and we're like, man, like his legs are like really defined. And it was, I don't know, it was funny, and they were very nice, and they were kind of saying like, you know, most guys like just develop their upper body, you know, and then they have chicken legs, but you are like disproportionately perfect. And I was like, I don't know how to respond to that other than like, oh, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Like, you guys are so sweet and everything. But I really actually did take it as like a like super platonically nice compliment. Like it didn't have any semblance of like, you know, like, hey, so like you want to hang out later, and like nothing like that. So, but I still did feel awkward, like in terms of how to receive a compliment, because it's just so nice, you know what I mean? And they shared their story with me. They one of the ladies was turning 89 like in a week or something like that, and she was talking about how like she doesn't smoke or drink and she tries to stay active. She looked great, especially for 88 years old at that moment, you know what I mean? And then the other lady was telling me about a traumatic experience that she just had like 2 years ago. Her abdominal wall ripped when she was like moving some boxes or something like that. I don't know. It was wild, and it was a long journey for her to like heal and have surgery and rehab, and she's finally getting back to it and is like excited to start like getting healthy and fit again. So we talked about stuff and like what I was doing. I shared with them my YouTube channel. So hopefully if you girls are watching this, hi. It was really nice of you guys to say what you said at Costco, and I hope that the journey is still going well for you guys. Okay, and then what were the other things I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, quick health update. Okay, number 3, I want to talk about a quick health update where I'm at. Ever since I hit 100 pounds lost, I've been way less strict with my diet, but I still have been exercising pretty frequently and actively. And in terms of my weight, I really do not weigh myself daily anymore. It's more of like a every other day or maybe weekly, because I'm just not as like obsessively fixated on that. Like 5 months of really disciplined eating and exercise, like it's almost autopilot now. I don't really have to think about it. But in terms of my weight, I weighed in today at 168 pounds, and my weight literally fluctuates between 165 to 175. Really just depends on the day. If I'm pigging out and eating pizza with friends or hanging out or going out to social events, like I could hit like 172, 173.
And I'm having all kinds of technical issues today. My audio just started getting funky during this video at the very end, so I'm just gonna talk it through with just voiceover. But yeah, so my weight has been fluctuating. I'm as low as 165 sometimes and as high as 175. I kind of bounce around, you know, like if I'm like super duper active, I might be 165 one days. If I'm pigging out and partying or just hanging out with friends and doing social things, I might be 175. But yeah, most days if I weigh myself, it'll be like 170. But one thing that was kind of interesting was that just about a week before I hit 100 pounds lost, I did a DEXA scan, which is like one of those like super fancy gold standard, find your body fat percentage, muscle mass, bone density, all that stuff. And I did that, which was about a month ago, and I was at 11.1% body fat, which was pretty awesome. Like, fantastic news. 10 to 12% body fat for men is like almost elite. You know what I mean? I think the number is like 4% of men are 10 to 12% body fat. So that means like 96% of men are above that, so that felt good. It felt great. And it made sense because I think around the 10 to 12%, you start seeing your abs. And I started seeing my abs for the first time in my life. So that was really cool. And a couple days ago, I wanted to get another DEXA scan because I want to see if I'm making progress. How am I doing? Because after I lost 100 pounds, I didn't really care as much anymore about the number on the scale, but I wanted to see if I can cut some body fat, and I kind of made it a goal for like end of year. Could I reach the 8% body fat, and would I feel good or would I just look good and feel like crap? But anyways, I got another DEXA scan, and I don't know how. I have no idea like how it happened so fast, but I was 8.9% body fat. And it was just insane. Like, I didn't think I was going to get there that fast, especially because I've been really lax with my diet. I've been eating donuts at church pretty much every weekend and, eating pizza and all this other stuff. But
so, yeah, so the lady that was doing the DEXA scan, she was telling me about how my hydration levels were good, how my bone density and mass was good, muscle mass was good, body fat percentage was great and all that stuff. And I was telling her like, yeah, and I kind of tell it to everybody just in case I can get like a new follower or maybe inspire someone. But I was telling her about how like, I lost 100 pounds in 5 months, and she looked at me like, what, and I was like, yeah, and I showed her like, a screenshot of my last video because it kind of shows the before and after. And she's like, what were you doing? And I was like, I was kind of eating like 800 calories a day, and she was basically like, it is impossible for you to have kept as much muscle as you currently have right now. So I was telling her like, I wasn't really like weight training or anything, you know what I mean? Or resistance training or doing anything like that, and she's like, so what were you doing? And I was like, literally just swimming and walking, and I guess like in terms of compliment or maybe insult, I don't know. She was just like, what are you on? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, what are you taking? And I was like, like fish oil and creatine, and she's like, no, like there's no way that you could have kept and possibly built as much muscle as you did in the past 5 months without being on something. So you can be honest, like what steroids or performance enhancers are you on? And and I was like, I swear to God, like I'm not on anything, you know what I mean? And she's like, you don't have to lie. I mean, it's no big deal, but and I like we kind of had a back and forth, and I was like, I promise you, I'm all natty, and I was literally just swimming, walking, and trying to get at least 100 grams of protein in a day. I wasn't even going crazy with protein. Like I have friends that are like trying to aim for like 200 grams of protein and all that stuff. I was barely hitting 100 grams. So, yeah, that was weird. I kind of took it as a compliment, like, whenever people think I'm on Ozempic or I'm on, testosterone or some type of PED, I take it, I guess, as a compliment. Initially, I kind of take it like, how dare you think I took a shortcut, but I guess it's a compliment. I don't know. But yeah, she was very like nice and everything. And I'm gonna go back in another month and get another scan just to kind of work on my imbalances that I was talking about. Because she was really worried that was going to potentially lead to injury because according to her, the imbalance that she was seeing was the worst that she's seen in a long time. So I was like, geez, I think like my right leg is a pound more in terms of muscle mass than my left, and my left arm is, I think, half a pound more muscle mass than my right arm. So I have no idea why it's that crazy imbalance, but I'm excited to go back in a month and see if I can improve. I don't know if I necessarily want to cut more body fat per se. I guess like in my mind, it's kind of cool to be like even more shredded or whatever, but like I really, really care about feeling good, And supposedly, like when you're at 10 to 12% body fat, like there's a lot of people that don't feel good. Even though you look good, you don't feel good. You don't feel energized. You might have brain fog. And when you get to 8%, which is where I'm at right now, high 8%, energy, brain fog, libido, that all is supposed to be like hard or like, all that stuff. So I kind of want to remain hard. You know what I mean? Like I like having like enormous amounts of energy and feel good. And so I think I'm probably going to just hopefully chill around the 8% body fat. I mean, that's even supposed to be difficult to just maintain throughout, like consistently, like indefinitely. So I don't know. We'll see. But Not gonna lie, it's kind of cool to see a six pack. Literally never seen that before, and just walking around with a six pack's kind of cool. I don't know. Like, I know that's super vain, guys, but like, I've been morbidly obese for like 13 years, so like, let me enjoy my body right now. Like, I'm really feeling confident in my skin. So, anyways, topic number 4, a hobby that I kind of been picking up and spending a lot more time than I thought I was going to has been singing. I just literally have been singing a lot, and if you check out my IG, Black Mamba, I'll put a graphic here. But yeah, if you follow me on IG, you'll see me. I post a lot of like singing stuff, so I don't want to like intermingle and intermix content, because I know people come to this channel to see me transform in my health, my wellness, my fitness, and maybe even some mental stuff. But yeah, I just been kind of enjoying singing and trying to improve that, essentially those muscles, because I love to sing, but I'm not really good, you know what I mean? So like, you know, actually practicing proper form and technique and warming up the vocal cords and exercising the vocal cords and working on my diaphragm and my breathing and all that stuff. Like, it really feels very similar to like trying to get healthy and fit. So I've been really enjoying that. And one of my friends, he said something, and I was like, oh man, I don't even know if I can deny it or argue it. But he was like, can you get back on YouTube and post some content, man? Like, he's, you know, he actually does watch my stuff, and I appreciate it. He's like, you haven't posted in weeks, and you just constantly keep posting thirst traps on Instagram. And I was like, how dare you call me singing thirst traps, you know? But at the same time, I have sung a few times shirtless. So like, maybe it is thirst trappy. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of enjoying the fact that, you know, like, I worked really hard to get healthy and fit, and kind of just enjoying it a little bit. But I'm not trying to trap any thirsty folks, you know what I mean? So, but anyways, yeah, so those are the 4 things that's going on right now. I don't know if this is enough voiceover to cover the 30 minutes of me lunging, but I swear I did 30 minutes of lunges, and my booty cheeks right now are on fire. So, yeah, anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I know this isn't the content that I said I was going to post next, but I just really want to get back into the groove of posting more consistently. So, but I'm doing well. And for all of you guys that have been inspired and or motivated by my content, I'm rooting for you guys. Message me, leave comments, follow me on IG. I am here for you guys. I'm excited for you guys. And like, just keep kicking butt. And when you fall, hit me up too, man, because I'll give you a pep talk that it's all good. You know what I mean? And we just get back on it. There's always tomorrow. We can always do better the next time. So anyways, I've been rambling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.